Presenting the Endurance 650 hull number 11 called Lady PATRICE. You can see the stainless steel manship 316 port lights and the jumbo port lights with a fixed window beneath and an opening port light with screen to the top, each side of the master stateroom. Walking aft, you can see the undercover walk around decks, black breezeway or mesh screens, and the depiction of the hard side door for pontoon access. Lady PATRICE features an ADC hydraulic swim platform. The platform is constructed of a 316, I believe it's a 70mm stainless steel surround. One of the most evident parts of damage is this particular item where the client has actually clipped the dock. Needs some panel repair and polishing. You can also see the vinyl buff pad has actually worn. Aft is a rear door, the name cut in 316 stainless steel. This watertight bus door opens up onto the spacious cockpit. You can see the shore power lead, which is on a automatic retrieval system or cable master. Domestic water pressure, hot and cold deck shower, storage cupboards, fresh and salt water taps, two 40-volt GPOs, and that's the remote control for your hydraulic swim platform. Here we can see the HIN number, CN, I for India, E for Echo, W for Whiskey, 65111, I for India, 011. On the port side, our owners initially had a live bait tank constructed here for a spot of fishing. You'll also notice all the stern cleats are undercover, and beneath and under here is an LED light, making docking at night time a little bit easier. Up through the fiberglass moulded stairs, you'll see another cupboard to the port side with power point and leading, DC outlet for live bait tanks, and storage of ropes. Nice stainless steel trimmed and glass door leading to teak decks, antiques on the stairs to the Flybridge. You'll notice the teak has plenty of depth left in it. My finger is a gauge or point, around about 12 mils, and being undercover, they are very well protected. Port side, we have a wing station, Caterpillar controls, all electronic of course, and the Wesmar hydraulic bow and stern thruster. That's repeated on the starboard side. Like so. There's a flat screen TV in its own weatherproof enclosure, corridor line benches with hot and cold wet bar. You'll see the rear lounge and seating is all protected under cover. Beautiful exotic timber table in exceptional condition, of course. 7-inch 316 vertical compression posts support the aft cockpit deck. And here is the lounge and settee using Zimmer Road fabrics from the United Kingdom. One of the most premium fabrics on the market today. Neatly trimmed and in exceptional condition, as they are covered all the time with weatherproof covers. Very spacious area, well protected. .40-inch flat screen, L-shaped leather trimmed settee, premium carpets with a wave motif in, and you'll see a protective cover right the way across all the carpets throughout the boat. To port side we have 2 tub chairs, all trimmed in premium leathers, and a small wine fridge with wet bar and glass storage. Here we can see the timber steps coming up into the pilot house deck, which gives you carpet over the top of the teak and holly floor panelling. You'll see granite inlays to the floor within the galley, the premium carpets, and again dust covers across all. Up the stairs into the galley, very spacious U-shaped galley. Blanco sinks, Growy tapware, Blanco appliances, oven, cooktop, microwave oven, which is convection of course, and a dishwasher by Asco. All the cutlery has been flock lined in their own drawers, all custom made and premium quality. All the plates, same situation, bowls, side plates, dinner plates, all flock lined. Being an offshore and coastal boat, you'll see the mechanical latches which were upgraded. They're an Italian fixture, they're actually mechanical. You'll see this part locks down in behind the striking plate, ensuring cupboards, doors and so forth remain secure at sea. LG dual door fridge with drawer type freezer beneath, and whilst they don't get used often, a Braun trash pack or trash compactor. Internally, moulded stairs with absolutely stunning exotic timber works. You'll see the calibre of work right through. Premium 316 stainless backing plates. Up into a deck hatch, which opens on into the Flybridge, just opposite the galley. You'll notice the watertight bus doors to the side. The starboard door opens aft, allowing easy access forward to the foredeck. Cruising around to the port side, you'll notice the door opens forward, allowing access when docking to the port side or aft. To the port side, forward of the helm position, is a 4-5 person settee and dining table, again trimmed in premium leathers. Very minimal wear on the corners, as you can see, and the exposed teak and holly flooring right throughout. Pomponette helm seat, custom cherry timber with timber inlays. Comes to a helm, Raymarine appliances, dual flat screens in 15 inch, an onboard PC system which utilises a Raymarine monitor. There is also FLIR camera, remote control searchlight, manual controls for your rear deck searchlights, Wimar tank gauge system, Naiad analog stabilisation system, your Caterpillar controls, Raymarine autopilot, radar angle indicator, Muir chain counter, ignitions from Caterpillar, trim tabs, hydraulic thrusters, Caterpillar engine controls. And as a standard feature we've always done, we put the secondary remote control system. In the event the primary fails, this system can be activated by cutting away and then simply forward, neutral, reverse. On the fascia plate here we can also see water maker from Idrima, Italy, the control panel and system here, a VHF radio from Raymarine, and your chilled water air conditioning control switch for the pilot house deck. Just at the top of the stairs we have our switchboard, which has ship's power diagram at the top, coming down into the 24 volt circuitry, and then for the fuel appliances that are 12 volts, the secondary switchboard for them. This is where all your lights, freshwater pumps, air intakes, electronics, item gauges, thrusters, horns, engine controls are all switched off and on. And again, that is secured with a locking mechanism. We then, at the top of the stairs here, we are heading down to the accommodations. You'll notice a beautiful stone inlay, mirror to the port side, beautiful curved one-piece wooden handlework. While standing midway through the stairwell, you can see here there is a cupboard overhead, giving access to behind the scenes. If you need to access any of these electronics or your dash, it's quite a simple system. Looking up at that stairwell, coming down, we have carpet inlays, bell feature, and then a beautiful stone inlay with some amazing cabinetry work and marble to house an art piece. Looking up to a hand-painted old world map of Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Borneo. Looking forward, we are going to the master stateroom, to the VIP stateroom forward. Walking forward, we access the VIP stateroom, which has an island queen size bed, all customised linens and so forth, port lights, LED lighting, beautiful timber bulkhead, all trimmed with ultra leather hood linings, into the guest ensuite and shower, which is marble lined, features Growy tapware, spacious shower with Growy taps, full head height right throughout, LED lighting of course, and we are running Tecmar quiet flush toilets. This secondary door system gains access for your twin cabin, which is the port. The twin cabin features, as it says, 2 singles, flat screen TV, port light, and their own AM/FM stereo. You'll notice in the forward cabin here, like all the cabins, the wardrobe spacing and hanging lockers are all trimmed in cedar. Walking aft From the forward cabins, we come to the master stateroom. That is a full island king-size bed. As we were talking earlier, the picture windows, the top one opening with fly screens, the bottom one there for light. Portside has a nice bureau here for the ladies. Mirror beneath and behind. On the wall facing forward is a flat screen Samsung TV. And aft here is a walk-in robe with drawers, cupboards, cedar lined, and access to the inside hanging section. All the blinds within the boat are Hunter Douglas, and full block out is capable of being achieved. For those of us who want a daytime siesta, can be blocked out very, very quickly with virtually no ambient light coming through whatsoever. To starboard we have more storage, a beautiful little settee and seat, again that beautiful island king size bed with walk rounds, and you can see here another hanging locker, again trimmed in camphor wood or cedar. And forward of there, your vacuum aid system and another wardrobe with access to services behind. I've just removed one panel to give you a typical indication of what behind the scenes and services look like. We can see everything is very neatly laid out, protected, insulated, and well presented. All the lights on board the vessel are Italian from Imtra and LEDs. You'll even see we've gone ahead and replaced side lamps with LEDs as well. And behind starboard side the master stateroom is Tech Bar toilet, natural ventilation, marble lined bathroom with Growy tapware of course, and what can only be described as a monster shower with what they call a wall spa from Growy. Spray jets, marble lined floor, and then Corian lined sides, making it easy to clean. And that shower is round dimensions, I would say 1 metre by 1.5 metres at the base. As this vessel was built as an owner-operator vessel, there is an LG 8.5 kilo washer with a 4.5 kilo dryer located just outside the door of the master stateroom. Above that is a linen press and closet. Looking forward of the master, just forward of the stairwell, I've just pulled the carpets up to gain access to the bilge area, which you can see is all trimmed in 2-pack white. Shower sump to starboard, and an Edramar water maker to port. Water maker hour reading, very minimal use, and forward of that is hot water service, etc. And back up onto the pilot house deck, you'll see we have two bar chairs located into some timber lock-ends, a neat little breakfast bar adjacent to the galley, and we'll make our way up to the Flybridge now. Up the stairs. Door locks in place, and we gain access to the Flybridge. Coming out of the stairs from the pilot house deck, we have a small step up to the teak deck area here, which is all undercover. Looking forward, 3-seat settee to the port. That seat does have some minor staining, which I believe should be able to be cleaned. Storage under the helm, which is a fairly spacious area. Two Springfield seats. I've just taken the protective covers off those. Again, this boat has had very limited use, and you can see that by condition of the seat and the wear and tear. Helm position is also covered completely and features dual Raymarine 15-inch screens, electronic controls, thrusters, fluid camera control, stabilisation and activation system. You'll notice up here we have had clears replaced. They are done with a sail track at the top, premium zippers right through, and a sail track beneath. Below that is a proper glass screen moulded into the fiberglass surround, ensuring minimal maintenance. The clears on this vessel were replaced in the last 18 months, 2 years. Overhead the captain's chair is a deck hatch opening forward, allowing pure ventilation, and one either side, which are about half the size, opening up also. Sitting within the helm position, I have a clear view of my compass, dashboard, and foredeck system and area. So for anchoring from the Flybridge, not an issue. Just on the outside, you'll see a stainless steel Guest brand remote control searchlight. Walking aft, you'll see top-down TV by Grundig. Again, LED lights right through. Fusion Marine audio with a nice little touch. All the speaker covers have been colour-coded to the boat. Again, extensive use of the premium Zimmer Road fabric system. A very spacious and large dining table that can easily have 4 or 5 deck chairs located on the outboard side, allowing people up to about 8 or 10 for dining. The rear clears can be easily zipped away and make access for a 316 marine grade cookout barbecue, which is 240 volts. Adjacent to that, they have a new ticket price for around about $1,500 Australian. We also have the Southern Stainless teppanyaki grill. It's had very limited use. That's around about $2,500 worth sitting there. Additionally, we have a wet bar, hot and cold sink, a U-line ice maker combo, the usual suspects being an outside unit. It has got a little bit of mould throughout the seals, needing some detailing works. This tender deck, aft tender deck, is very spacious and home to a steelhead marine 1,500 pound full hydraulic lift, slew and yawl crane. This particular owner has a 40 horsepower Honda 4-stroke outboard on a Brig rigid inflatable, which was only a couple of years old. It's done very limited work. Seating 2 in the rear, 1 in the centre, 1 in the front. Alternatively, you can see people on the tubes. These are a wonderful asset for getting back and forward to the boat. You'll notice that the deck has quite a few stainless steel flush mount fixtures and fittings, and pad eye tie downs. These are for a larger tinny or dinghy or rigid inflatable if required, as the former owner actually housed a aluminium fishing boat that was 18 feet in length, as well as a jet ski. Port is an RFD, which is an Australian manufactured 8-man life raft system. This life raft has actually timed out and is due for repacking as of July this year. Features the hydrostatic release and proper bracketing and mounting system. You'll see these aftermarket custom made lockers, one either side, designed for fuel tanks. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side and 6 on the other side for 20-litre jerry cans for tender and jet ski fuel. And they neatly lock away and are all outboard and ventilated. In addition to that, the rear awning was added to this vessel. On top of that, you can see the Raymarine. They look to be, I believe, 700 diameter domes, VHF aerials, aqua signal lighting, and atop the stainless steel masthead, a FLIR infrared night vision camera. Featured edge of the rear awning does require maintenance or attention. Standing atop here, we can see the Raymarine open scan radar. Take note that the Raymarine stickers on the domes have started to fade due to the sun, but otherwise the hard top of the roof here is in all reasonable condition. There is evidence of some minor surface rust on fittings and fixtures such as the aerials, and I can just see now some stainless steel needing some polish, and what looks to be an aluminium base bracket of the FLIR camera that has some oxidisation on it. Aft deck, there is a sliding deck hatch which slides aft, giving access to the stairwell beneath to the cockpit. This safety rail can easily be twisted out and removed if you so desired, or wish to run your tender in an east-west or a thwart ship configuration. In summary, there is a very large deck area, about 5 metres across, by about the same again. Down the side we can see the fuel storage system here. You can also see where the handrail finishes, and there is a protective hard top covering the deck beneath, and also gaining access for cleaning, polishing the Flybridge area. Back in the pilot house deck, we're walking aft through this spacious salon. You'll see the cutout between the galley and the salon, which opens the boat up, giving it a much more open feel. The boat is trimmed with breezeway covers on all the windows. In addition to that, Hunter Douglas blinds from the United Kingdom are also a standard feature, and they twist like so. Giving access or block out. There's the access like so, and you've got full privacy. They simply roll up again, giving you a full picture window right the way through. One of the luxuries, we sell the boats as a 4-cabin vessel with an owner operator, or 3 cabins with a crew. We're accessing the 4th cabin / cruise quarters via door and hatch system, which can be secured and locked like so. In the event you are running crew, you can have total privacy as can the crew. Well, leads down to a crew mess area, a flip top bench on the back side of this console gives access for crew to be dining should they so desire, and we gain access at the base of the stairs to our 240 volt circuitry. We can see inverter system, port side generator, starboard generator, selection switches, reset switches, and then going into your AC 240 volt circuitry broken up in two, and a secondary inverter zone, and then some additional 24 volt circuitry for systems in the aft area such as engine room lights, cockpit lights, underwater lights, live bait tanks, and cruise quarter head. You can see the fit, finish, look of all these systems are virtually as good as the day the boat was built. Facing aft, we go from our wet bar and centre mounted console to teak and holey flooring, stairs up, a watertight bus door which simply opens out onto the swim platform. To the port side of the vessel we have a full walk-in shower, full head height. There's a 800 high fender, fiberglass lined, growy tapware, Corian base. To the starboard side we have a walk-in toilet, sink and vanity, access to some services behind. We can see behind here your vacuum system, cable master system, some access to some plumbing, one of your exhaust mufflers. There is a light in here, I haven't switched it on though. Walking through a sound mitigating door, we have, that's at face height where the door is, so we just duck a smidgen to get into the engine room, but once in here you'll see the floor drops away and I'm standing at 6'1" with full head height within the engine room. I'm presently facing aft, so to our port side we have the 13.5 kilowatt night generator within Sound Shield by Onan. Port engine, 2,221 hours. Immediate start. That's it, incredibly quiet with me talking over it, even within the engine room. And a little harder to get to on the starboard side. Here's the 27 kilowatt generator, which is your primary. Engine room is trimmed with sound down, aluminium white, perforated noise mitigation systems. Let's quickly turn that generator off. And you can see the CAT C18, which are the Assert series. inline 6 diesel engines. Exhaust jackets are all beautifully trimmed. The fit and finish of these boats is exceptional. Batteries are located, I'm now facing forward, beneath these removable panels. We can also see a reverso oil change system. Both engines have been handed, so oil pumps and systems are inboard. You'll see stainless steel engine mounts with your cat engine mounts forward, and we found with R&D on several boats it was a better option to go for dual engine mounts on the aft mounts. You can access and see the gearboxes, shafts and PSS seals or dripless placking glands. I've done no cleaning of this vessel. That's how the vessel's presented. Engine room and bilge, very well presented. Forward we have to port your Delta T 10-inch extraction fans, and you'll also notice with the Fireboy system, or the Sea Fire system I think it is on this boat, the actuators at the top which shut down the air vents to the engine room. Beneath that we've got freshwater pressure system, 2 freshwater pumps by Headhunter, dual Raycor 1000 series filtration pots per engine, that's for the port engine. We have a hydraulic assembly here with hydraulic oil reservoir in front by Wesmar, of course. Raymarine cameras, cat junction box, all your sight gauges are done in premium acrylic. The engine room is also lit with dual DC lighting or AC fluorescent lighting ×3. Atop the starboard engine is a removable, just clips on to the stainless steel handrails, working surface and bench. Speaking volumes of the calibre of vessel, you can see the workmanship that went in just to this servicing bench. It's actually had very little use, of course. Features a bench vise and about a 1-inch lip around the top to ensure parts don't fall into the engine bay. Walking forward on the starboard side we have another set of Raycor 1000s, a Sea Fire system which is FM 200 and is no longer activated or current here in Australia, would need to be recharged. To starboard we have an interesting fact, an interesting point. You can see the top of the stabilisation fins here, which can be locked very easily in the event that you wish to centre the fins. We've also got a neat fuel manifold with the blue silicon Parker hoses, all trimmed in beautiful stainless steel fixtures and fittings, and all engraved and marked professionally. This is a standalone air conditioning system, not part of the chilled water system, which gives the engine bay and engine room the ability to be chilled down. So the combination of exceptional light, full head height and controlling of the temperature ensures a very neat and comfortable workspace. Looking forward we also have access to obviously our hydraulics that then junction off to the port and starboard systems, and bilges with high water alarms, bilge itself, rule float switch, and you'll see the primary there, or the two handles here and here, raw water pumps from the engines. In the event you had a large amount of water within the engine room, the main engines can be used to withdraw and pull water out. Everything you see right throughout in very good, serviceable and working order. That's the bilge right there beneath 2 diesel engines. Victron Energy charging system. That's a 5,000 watt inverter. VEP switches for your batteries. Your thermostat control for the engine room and GPO. There's also fresh water tap and fitting up the forward area of the engine room. Walking aft, we have a king single at the base, followed by a Pullman bunk atop. We have a flip top desk down here for a captain if he ever needed to be doing any works. Storage beneath the beds, again all climate controlled, all custom trimmed, AM FM stereo, their own flat screen TV, port lights as well. You can easily see why this is a fourth cabin as well. Access into the services area, port side in the cruise quarters. You can see 2 of the chillers by Marine Air, some water pressure pumps, additional battery charging systems by Victron Energy, mufflers for the straight through exhaust out the back. To the port side we have access to a very large storage area. You can see the underside of the cockpit steps. Here we have beneath that a cupboard and access to services area, which shows you the Marine Air handlers ×2 to the chilled water system. Here we can see the chilled water system running the feed and return lines right throughout. Small outboard bracket for a spare outboard if required. LED lighting, of course, Victron battery charger, and that's the muffler for the relief valve which ports to the transom. But this boat, like all the Endurances and Hamptons, have a through hull exhaust system, making them much quieter and cleaner. Walking down the port side, we can see the inboard mist illuminators ×3, teak decks running forward, all very well drained. The handrails are 75mm oval, gives you a nice profile there. Walking forward, good height. Very safe foredeck area as well. Portuguese bridge. Up forward we have a Samson boat and a dual HRC hydraulic mule winch. Bruce anchor port and a CQR or plough anchor to starboard as your primary. Fair leads are all roller type with 3/16 stainless steel, of course. Forward here we have big scuppers right throughout the foredeck. We have access to easy storage forward here as well. And again we look in here at the level of wear and tear. Very clean, very well maintained. Accessing your screens, wiper motors and blades, very easy as well. And you can see that beautiful bow rail, very pronounced, very rugged. like most boats, the foredeck and brow is out in the sun, has gone off first. The boat was buffed only 5 months ago. Could do with another gloss section and polish. See some polishing required beneath the stainless steel plates for the aqualuma lights also. Externally, lights are needing some minor maintenance and cleaning, but otherwise this boat does present in exceptionally good condition. There's also minor cosmetic items such as the silicone wipes underneath here do have evidence of a small amount of mould, but for the most part the boat presents in exceptional condition.